This is the well from North Chatham I told you about. North Chatham Methodist Church. Turn right. Here's the Balatia Kill, folks.
Let's see. This is the way that I come up. So it is
Route 203 going into Nassau. Good morning, my dear folks. This is the second day of fall. Hello, Earth, in its spin. Hello, Earth, on your trip around the sun. It's time to feed .com. In fact, it's an hour and 35 minutes late feeding .com. But it's a good feeling to get up and get the house tidy, and get washed and get dressed, and cook your breakfast, and put the rice to cook for the birds. Did anybody say anything good about you yesterday? Did you say anything good about anybody yesterday? They're having tender bits, and the goodnews.com over the whatever it is, notifications on the Facebook or whatever, in mail or email, is that your kibble went out yesterday from Wisconsin. 6 bags of kibble. You're not going to run out. .com has a spirit inside of her, doesn't she? Just the way we do. Don't you think? But that spirit doesn't have the physiology to articulate the way we do, although you can let people know what you want very quickly. Now she's having tender bits. That's a pork substitute. It's made by Worthington Foods, which has passed hands 3 or 4 times in the last decade. Kellogg is out of it. Poor Jim Hagel. It's not what he wanted and what he worked so hard for all of his life. Where's your little kitty dish? Your stainless steel kitty dish. She likes to have me be with her when she eats, because after all, she came into the world eating with others, and they all had bad ends. .com. You're the only one who really survived, and I want everybody in the world to be as happy as .com. You want to see her eat on her table? There you go. To God be the glory, great things he hath done. Did you think about them yesterday, this great thing about fall? The autumnal equinox? And I see Jesus is helping others. Did you help others yesterday, folks? Well, we did. Yes, you did. We sent out 45 packages with 4 DVDs in each one, and with our message, our sweet and happy message in all of them, telling people to wake up, stop the rush, sit down and listen to the conscience, which is the voice of the God inside of you, and it will tell you that your happiness will be found instantly when you go out and help others, people and animals. I like Mr. Otterbeck's spirit. He's very interested in this place. He's very dedicated to seeing it spruced up. Why, they washed the outside of the house yesterday. They washed it, and it looks so nice. It looks just like it brand spandy painted new. And he checks up on it, and he tells people how we've only got this left and this left, we're almost done. I like your spirit, Mr. Otterbeck. I would like to video your pristine apartment that you spent so much money on. The one upstairs on that side, 47A. Another good deed was they were going to throw away Natalia's real estate signs. Well, those are pretty expensive and she needs them. So I called them up and asked them to please come and get them, that I was preserving them for them. And please take those clunkers off of the doorknobs with the keys inside and throw away the keys, because we have all new locks. You want more yeast.com? And Gregory came, my friend from Poughkeepsie, in his truck with the new but used tires. Very nice. Then we went over to John's and tried to get an appointment to do a front end job and tried to get an estimate as to what it would cost. You know, ball joints and tie rods and alignment. I think I'll call Eddie. Eddie's the one who saved the 1980 after I set it on fire. I think I'll call Eddie at Maple Hill Road in Castleton. And Kathy, she loved the joke about Adam and Eve and just burst into laughter that made me so happy. We went and looked at Happy House too. My, it's ugly. The one redeeming feature it had was a big back lawn. Big back lawn. But they put a house up there. A great big house. Or garage or whatever. And Gregory wanted to see if the fireplace that we had made of bricks, we did such a good job on that. I wanted to clean up the backyard over there because it just looked so messy. It's a messy house. They messed it up terribly. It was an old house. You could see the wainscoting. So it had to go back to the Victorian age. And so there were all these bricks out there, 200-300 bricks just lying around looking awful. It's next door to the house that the Macadam Theater owns for summer actors who come to the summer place. Second glass of water today. But the fireplace is gone. They used the bricks for something else, but we made such a beautiful fireplace. Remember, we laid down the grounding, and then we built up the back, and made the back tiered like that, and then great big sides, 2 bricks width. Well, it was a lovely fireplace. Then we found out that it wasn't fire brick, it was what you call cover brick, which you put on the outside of the house. That's all right. Good deed, right? My goodness, you want a second one? They come in rounds. Are they vegan? They are. They are vegan. Oh, that's good. What are they made of? Mostly grain. Did you know that the telephoning was done by 11 o'clock, all done? There were only 19 or so calls. One of them was Rita Lilly in Brooklyn. And she goes on non-stop, ejaculating about her fondness for a chat with Glendora and its value to the world. Do you ever have the experience where somebody appreciates what you're doing? You have a dream and you have a command from your conscience to go do it. So you go out and do it the best you can. And you go day after day, week after week, year after week, nobody says anything. Then somebody comes along and understands what the contribution to the world is. Now I think this generation is slow in understanding what a chat with Glendora is trying to do. Bring happiness to people and bring happiness to the world, which is the same thing, the universe, by realizing that we're all one together and that we work with each other joyfully, that we have nothing to do with ego or evil. Someday when the people realize that, there will be a museum. There will be a museum that kept a record of that and that reproduced it on paper or on DVD. We discard, and there's some VHS left, we discarded all of the 8mm. We discarded all of the 3/4 inch. We discarded all of the 2-inch tape. All that's left over there is a few VHS and the story on DVDs. And yesterday, the thrill of completing the cycle of the videos that were made in July and August and that were posted in September, yesterday, the autumnal equinox, and that will be on TV in October, November. We sent 4 programs, the Pittsfield programs, to Janie Ray in Pittsfield, and she said she will get them cablecast in North Adams. And maybe that message will help somebody there. And she said also in Lanesboro, and also in Lee and Lenox, the Berkshires, were tangled with us. I want to hear what you did yesterday. Gregory's help was enormously important. We uploaded 2 hours on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Facebook Yellow and Facebook Top Hat. One private, one public. I don't know what private means. I think it means friends. Sandy brought us 2 tomatoes that the people swore were homegrown, but I kind of doubt that. I think the fruit stand bought them at a supermarket. My friend Sue went out and did all the grocery shopping for me. I've forgotten what Gregory said it was. $85. I asked Tom, the carpenter, I said I would like to video 47A in its glorified remodeling. And he said yes, and then he backed down. I would like Mr. Otterbeck to do it and then do a voiceover, because he's so enthusiastic about his work. This little kitty's big scab is gone. Don't you think scab is a wonderful healing of the body? You injure your poor body, you break the skin, the blood comes out and washes it out, and then the blood congeals and forms a scab and keeps out all the germs and protects it. And the scab gets very, very hard, and the scab stays there until everything is healed. When everything is healed, the scab comes off. Don't you think that's a great feature? Along with the spin of the earth and the second day of the autumnal equinox, and along with the sun's trip. We've watched it so carefully, the Earth's trip. We've watched it so carefully, the Earth's trip around the sun. We watch it carefully from December 21st, the winter solstice. What time is it daylight.com? 7 o'clock? What time is it evening? 7 o'clock. Want some more, honey? Oh no, you want more yeast. This is why you have to stay with her, because she has to be taken care of like a patron of the Ritz-Carlton. This is called accommodate. ACCOMMO. I'm wrong about that, I think. 2 C's and 1 M. Here. Here, honey, don't go in the windowsill yet. Do you like these early morning communions? Do they do you any good? Okay, did you finish the blessings? 1 to 9, which is the bathroom, the kitchen.com. Tidy up, make the bed, get dressed, wash. That's done. And we're doing God time, comes right after that. And the first thing in God time is the log, joy book. Where did we leave off yesterday? When we finished God time yesterday, we exercised the body. We did 2 jokes. One for... No, you saw that. We made a video of that. And we went straight up and did all the good deeds on the porch. Picked up any litter, and there wasn't any. And checked the recycle bin in the dumpster. And posted the mail. Thank you, Post Office, for picking up the mail when you deliver the mail. Folks, they're paying $17 for a carrier. Do you want to be a postal carrier? You have to be able to lift 70 pounds. You want that job? Right here in Nassau Village. Nobody's leaving, but they're just adding a new one. Laurie's going to stay with us. I think she's done it 10 years. I'm sorry I didn't see Roxanne. And Mary Ellen was on the telephone all the time I was there. How much did we spend at the post office yesterday for a chat with Glendora and for helping the animals? $185. $62 for money orders, $12 money order fees. 10 $5 money orders, 11 sheets of international stamps, $1.15, and I used up their old ones because I don't care if it's still a moon. 4 sheets of forever stamps, 4 sheets of the 2nd ounce, which is only 21 cents. Are you aware that the 2nd ounce is only 21 cents and every ounce thereafter? The 1st ounce is what, 47, 48, 49? The Amazon package is due to come in today. That was $215. No, 250. Yes, it was $215. The Gregory package last week was $250. And then we went to telephoning and it was done. And I had a star conversation with Robert Jackson. I'm so sad that Karen Heck has been offered a package and is going to leave. Although hers is, I'm talking about Altice Cablevision, although her package is different from all the others. She's going to stay 2 days a week for a while. Well, they need her because she has the knowledge. And these kids they bring in, they cut the high price people who've been there several years and got a 3% raise every year. They cut them out so they can buy cheaper kids, cheaper people. And then these people who fire everybody, eventually 3 weeks, 4 weeks later, or a year later, they're fired. Corporate America. You don't get the idea, corporate America. It's what you do for others, not what you do for yourself. And there's no happiness in what you do. None at all. And the United States government and the people of the United States have to bail you out because of you. Isn't it exciting, folks? All the attention we're getting, all the improvements, all of the remodeling. Huh? Isn't it? Welcome to the threshold of paradise. You see it right over there, folks? That's got to be the path to... Well, hello, kitty. Hi there, kitty. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. I missed you. And you're as lovable as ever. Okay, let's... Oh, and here's the black kitten. Oh, I love it. All right. Let's see if we can bring this off. Hi, little kitten. Call Jackson.
Pictures should match.
Call Jackson, please.
Calling Jackson.
Oh, thank you. Kitty, little black kitten, I love you. Come here, baby. Come here.
Hello?
Good morning. The world is awaiting you.
Morning, Glendora. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Robert Jackson?
Yeah, not bad.
Oh, good.
Not too bad, thanks.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Beautiful day.
Beautiful day.
All right. Okay, so I guess we're going to do reading the synopsis.
Yes, Church Bulletin of St. John the Baptist Church in Yonkers.
That's right.
Pastor Monsignor.
Pastor is Monsignor J. Christopher Mahoney.
Christopher J. Mahoney.
That's right.
Okay.
And let's see, this is from the synopsis of the liturgy for September 17th, 2017, the fourth Sunday in Ordinary Time. Okay, are you recording now?
Yes, please.
Okay. 2 weeks ago, we were asked to accept the hardships involved in fidelity to our Christian commitment. Last week, we were called to loving mutual correction. Today, a new dimension is added to an already demanding lifestyle. We must let go of anger, harbor no resentments, cling to no past wrongs. Today's first reading from the Old Testament.
Kitty. Go ahead, excuse me. Go ahead, excuse me.
In today's first reading from the Old Testament, Sirach 27:30-28:7. Sirach urges us to forgive others. We want the Lord to forgive us. He points out the hypocrisy of seeking mercy for ourselves when we are not merciful to others. Remembering the mortality we all share should not only keep us from sin, helps us to set envy aside. In today's Gospel, Matthew 18:21-35, the Lord's parable of the unforgiving servant contrasts the infinite nature of the forgiveness God extends to us and the petty grievances we hold against one another. Matthew seems to suggest that our treatment of others among us is a powerful factor in determining our final destiny. In the second reading, Romans 14:7-9, St. Paul, for his part, gives in a few phrases a magnificent summary of the beauty of the Christian life. And quoting St. Paul, while we live, we are responsible to the Lord, and when we die, as the Lord's servants. Another aspect of today's readings is the totality of our Christian commitment. We may not pick and choose which of Jesus' values we embrace. If we call ourselves Christians, we must embrace them all. Here again, we often find ourselves at odds with the broader society, but we must determine to be faithful to our baptismal promises. If we value life, then we must value all life, from the womb to the tomb. If we value justice, then we work for justice for all people, regardless of inconvenience. If we say we value truth, then we must embrace truth, even if it hurts. Then we can truly proclaim, the Lord is kind and merciful, slow to anger, and rich in compassion.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I love it.
Yep.
I love it. I just love it.
Yep.
I do. And Robert Jackson, you're so kind to share that with us.
Oh, you're very welcome. Very welcome. Again, that was the synopsis of the liturgy.
Yeah.
Of the Roman Catholic liturgy, the 24th Sunday in Ordinary Time.
I love it.
September 17th, 2017.
Hold it, just a second. You're sharing it with a little black kitten playing with my shoelaces.
Oh,
Little neighbor cat.
oh, that's good.
Oh, I love that. You're so nice, as I say, to share it with me.
Oh, you're very welcome, sure.
Yeah. And to share it with the black kitten. The black kitten enjoyed it too.
Yeah, right.
Okay. I'll talk to you very soon.
Okay, Glendora, sure.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Glendora, take care.
You too.
Enjoy the day, right? Bye-bye.
Call Jackson.
King Jackson. Mobile.
Hello?
Rob, hold the line just a second, would you?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. I've got to take care of the black kitten here and take care of the camcorder, and then I'll be right with you. Hold on, Rob. Welcome to the living room of 47A, Elm Street, Nassau Village, New York, 12123, on the second day of the autumnal equinox. Every inch of this apartment, every wall, every floor, polyurethane, the woodwork, every inch of it has been done and redone and redone and redone. Mr. Otterback took great pains and care, and he was enthusiastic, and he loved to share it with you. Look at this room with 5 windows, 3 to the east and 2 to the south. Look at it. Look at this brand new carpet. Look at this brand new tile. Look at the polyurethane. Woodwork. How's that for a closet? Just as you walk in the door. Now, hi, Greg.
Hey.
Thank you for doing such a good job cleaning. Let's show the people the kitchen.
Alright, so.
This. Look at this for closet. Look. Look at this. Look at that, Greg.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, yeah, it's nice. Oh, this is beautiful. Yeah, it's nice.
You see the polyurethane on the woodwork?
Oh, yeah. That's nice.
Now, as if that isn't enough, Greg, here's another one.
Uh-huh.
Look at that shelf space. Every bit of it beautifully done over.
Yeah. Oh, it's nice, but yeah, it's a lot of painting.
And the stove. And these are all new cabinets up here.
Yeah, all new.
All new cabinets.
Yeah. Well, it's nice, but yeah, it is, bro.
And look how clean
This is my house.
they did the clean. They did the refrigerator.
Oh, yeah, yeah, it's
And this
pretty
looks out
nice.
to Elm Street. This looks east. This window.
Yeah.
Now look at this lovely sink. Look at it.
Oh,
And look
yeah.
at this drainer they have in it. Boy, this is a great thing for a sink.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Huh.
And what is this, Greg?
Oh, kind of a strainer to catch things and so you don't drop
Oh,
silverware down there.
Yeah.
And all the dirt goes down and it saves everything stays clean on top, so.
and I saw all these cabinets in boxes.
Yeah, it's nice, but really, really nice. Here, there you go. Okay. Oh,
Beautiful
yeah,
work.
it's nice.
All the drawers are on wheels.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
See, this is all new tile here, Greg.
Yeah.
Everything is new.
Yeah, that's nice, man.
Now let's go to the brand new bathroom. And look at the new rug, folks. And it's so springy.
Yeah, well, that's nice, man.
Greg, this room has 5 windows.
Yeah, that's something. Wow.
Now here's the new bathroom.
It's a nice living room, but you're right on the street, man.
Oh, boy, what a lovely bathroom. And I saw this raw, right down to the floor and right down to the wooden beams.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Oh, it's nice, man.
Does Mr. Autoback do good work or does he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow, that's beautiful, but wow, that's a lot of work, but wow. Yeah, it is. Brand new tub.
It's a brand new tub.
Yeah, that's nice, but
I saw the plumber sitting there. Now this is a very large bedroom. This is another southern exposure. This is where the black kitten lives, or should live.
oh, yeah.
See all the
Yeah.
polyurethane woodwork, honey?
Oh, yeah, it's a lot of finishing.
Let me show you the closets, they're huge. I think whatever he charges for this apartment, look at that. Can you see all the way in how it goes?
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, it is nice, so it didn't look like this before, huh? I guess it's pretty spiffed up
They
here,
ruined
so.
it, they really wrecked it. 2 dogs.
Wow, huh. No, it's nice, but very nice, but
Greg, did I do that right? I don't think I closed that right. I'll hold the camera.
alright, so yeah, just a snapshot. Yeah, they kind of can snap shut like that, but there you go. Yeah,
Greg is so handy.
there
He
you go.
fixes more things.
Yeah, it's
And
not,
electronics too.
I've put closet doors on like this, and it's not easy to do, to put it in and have it all fit right. It's not an easy thing to do.
And now let me tell you, they come apart too. Mine comes out and falls on the floor.
Yeah, that's what sometimes that happens, but
Okay, we've got one more bedroom.
all right, so yeah, that's nice. So there's a bedroom here and a bedroom here. It's a
Yeah.
2-bedroom, so wow.
And this bedroom is quite large. Let's look at these closets.
Yeah, so
There's another southern exposure.
it's big enough, so yeah. So, wow.
Nice closet.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And this feels so good to your hand, Greg.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's all
Just,
finished.
yeah.
Finished and varnished and polyurethane and all
Yeah.
that. And,
I thank you, apartment. I thank you, Mr. Autoback, and all of your workers
kitty.
for the immaculate work you did.
The first
Oh, I
resident.
think they're picking up the signs. Can you come here quickly, honey?
Oh yeah.
No, this is Valley Oil. What are they doing?
Let's get these lights off here. So.
Okay, honey.
But new kitchen, new cabinets, closets. Very nice. Refrigerator and a sink. It's a lot of work. So. Yeah, it's beautiful. It is nice, but what is this little kitty doing?
47A Elm Street.
What are you doing? You're not supposed to be here. What is your name there, little black cat? What is your little name here, man? I tell you what you gotta do. You gotta go right now, man. So you gotta go with me. So. It's not your apartment yet. You're gonna have to look into it, but. All right.
What we're just looking at, the kitten was in there?
Yeah, a little bit. So. Yeah, you just shut the door. I shut the lights off, so.
Good. Greg, what you were just looking at was a market at one time, a grocery market. And you see this wide stairway?
Oh yeah.
You got a picture of it?
Oh yeah, you said it used to be like a dance hall or something? Or,
Yeah,
that's
that led
all
up to a dance hall. Isn't that a nice window at the top of the stairs?
Oh yeah, wow. Huh. Oh, there's no railings though. I don't have the railings on yet. Well, they're not done yet. But it's got the old diagonal boards in the floor. And those are big boards. Big boards on the floor there, man. No one not gonna let you go in there. No, you can't go in there. I'm not gonna go in there. Alright, so you're not going in there. Shh, come on, man. That's neat. Come on there, Black Reno. Black cats matter.
They got most people called post office. I work there. Thank you.
Sticking out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty spiffed up there, but
All right.
that's cool.
Would you like to go to the post office?
Sure, yeah, I think it's about that time, I think so.
Get Amazon?
Alright, so. Okie dokie then.
You want me to take the camera and you bring down the red rug?
Sure, yeah, I gotta get the rug, so here you go.
So that every cut of the certified Angus beef can mark and butter not tender. Today, we're as passionate about great tasting beef as we've ever been. And if you feel the same way we do, there's really only one Angus brand you can buy. The certified Angus beef recipe. From our family ranchers to your family table.
This week at Price Chopper and Market 32, send on certified Angus beef boneless or wing steaks, $4.99 a pound. The certified Angus beef breast available at Price Chopper and Market 32.
Going to a concert is fun.
To the north.
Rolling up to a concert in a party bus from full front row is 50 times the fun. Play the new Neon Multiplier scratch-off games from the New York Lottery and you can multiply your games up to 50 times. That's your chance to win up to $3 million. Make your wallet glow with new games from the New York Lottery. Available at lottery retailers near you. Must be 18 or
Look at the
older to
mirror.
purchase a lottery ticket. Please
What
play
taste?
responsibly.
Brand new bathtub. Brand new tile.
I want to show you my first ever painting.
I love it.
Okay.
I love the mirror.
Guys.
You like that?
Oh, I love it. It has such good taste. And I love this flooring. It looks like real hardwood floor.
Well,
Yep.
I like how if we touch your bike, you can save hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Here, why don't I hold your finger?
These are all new cabinets, I think.
Because saving 50% or more on car insurance is always a great answer. Welcome to Geico's Motorcycle Meanderings.
It sure saves a lot of money by switching to Geico. It's got some big savings, and now it means they're all up 24/7 for all sorts of stuff. Like it makes sense now. Who doesn't?
This is a room with 5 windows. 5 windows. Living room, brand new carpet. I saw it as a whole. And dining room. 3 coats of paint. Oh, brand new tile here, brand new rug. And there's Happy House 3. See, this is the water where the water came down where they washed the house. Doesn't it look lovely? Happy House 3 go to washing. See, this property, they adjoin. They're contiguous to each other. That one's $7.95, and that needs a lot of redone. All of the apartments are bigger and more impressive than Happy House 3. But Happy House 3 has the most love in it. Oh God, you're so wonderful to make these colors. Look at those colors. Look at the frequencies. Look at the wavelengths. We chose orange. It's sort of like this. This is for the museum, to paint the boxes, and that's Gregory's idea. They did this room over. It was a mess. It used to be a mess. And it looks so nice now. This is Ace, overpriced Ace. But it is a beautiful store. I said goodbye to Tom, the workman, who started here on July 31st with 47A. Tore it all apart. Breathe on us, breath of God, fill us with life anew, that we may love as thou dost love, and do as thou wouldst do. We've had red and the orange in the museum. We've never had orange. We've never had yellow. We've had blue. We've had green. We've had purple. So the only two colors left were orange and yellow. And we chose orange. And all the boxes have to be one color. I have never seen the Happy House 3 look better. And all of the credit goes to Gregory Washburn. Gregory, could I have one each of the blue to the right? See Valspar, one, could I have one each of those blues? On the top shelf to the right?
Yeah, up here.
Yeah. That's Stewart's, folks. It was only built about a year ago. And that's our neighbor. There's a museum right down there, behind that building.
Andy Warhol. That's me. Andy Warhol. Make it this way. There we go. And there we go. Staples no more. It's not staple stuff, so. There we go. Well, this is the first one I'm doing. I'm going to try to make it look good, so. And, okay, Okay, here we are at the museum, and here's the brushes, and here's the paint, and here's the result. What it looks like. Which we made some big changes to the museum here today, and on Friday, and I think today's the 22nd of September, and so you see the old. This is the old, and this is the new. And you can see how the difference is pretty striking. And with the new paint, it's the new orange. And it's kind of a refacing of the columns. And this is column 1 out of 45 there, so. And Glendora's going to give her a critique right now, and how do you like the change of pace here at the museum there? What do you think?
I am very excited about it. I think it's thrilling. I love the fresh orange. I love the smoothness of it. And as you walk into the door, those 3 boxes on top, it just gives you a whole different feeling.
Oh, yeah.
I am quite pleased with it.
It's neat and uniform in colors, so that's the thing. So uniform in colors.
I think it's quite a lot of fun, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, you go. There's a better view now, but it's kind of hard to see in the sunlight. But this is without the labels. And
Yeah. Oh, won't the labels look nice?
So it's a change of pace there, but yeah, this is how it goes.
Yes, I'm looking forward to putting the labels on.
We got a long ways to go if we're going to make some changes there. And this is the way it is here today.
I think that was a good way to do it, just to start it. And you know, to start a project is sometimes the hardest part of a project.
Yeah.
And we've got it started.
And this is it, so.
What time did we leave Happy House 3? Around 2 o'clock?
Oh, we left around
1:40?
About 1:40, and now it's
No, it's 4:20.
something like that. So this is column 1. Column
That's 3
1.
hours.
So.
That's 3 hours we put on it.
All right, so
The paint was exorbitant. See that little can of
the
corn
paint was
That was $15.
a little bit pricey, but
We will not go back to Ace for the next paint.
I'm not sure if they mixed it too special, but
How much of the quart did you use on one column?
about maybe not even an inch, not even an
Really?
inch out of it. So it's almost right up to the top. So yeah, I just
No.
used it kind of sparingly, but
When you come back to the Happy House 3 next week, what is your plan for the museum?
next week, given the time, I could continue on with the project. If you would like, I could do that. So
You would hope to do column 2, 3, and 4, or something?
yeah,
like
we
that?
could do at least another 2, 3, or another 4 columns anyway.
Wow.
So something like that. So
Grand.
all right, I'm gonna sign off right now. This is Greg at the museum. So.
The one he came with,
Oh, really? What is his name?
Gideon.
Oh, what a lovely name, Gideon.
So that was 11 years ago.
No, really? As a baby?
So this leash is 11 years.
Oh.
It's probably 13 years old as
Really?
him.
And
The sun is there. You might want to go up that way.
and he came as a puppy?
Well, he was 2 years old. We saw him. He actually went to a wedding. Because his family, the girl was getting married, and they're like farmers from up in Saratoga or past, well, somewhere near there. And the puppies all came to the wedding. And he was one of them. I go, oh, we want one. And they go, no, they're all taken. But they were kind of, taken by them. And then the mother and the family ended up with 21 dogs.
Wow.
So my friend, the mother-in-law of this girl, called me up. Do you want a dog? You want that dog? So we went and got him, and then a day later they go, would you take another one? So we took Zoe, and she was a little beagle. She was smaller than him, and they became parents a few times. Oh, you're not filling me, are you?
Well, thank you.
Folks, these beautiful things come through the mail, and I really think they're valuable for you, and I just want to share them with you. This is my friend Gregory Washburn from Poughkeepsie. Hi, Greg. How are you?
Hi. Very good.
Would you tell folks, read this to the folks? This is nice.
Yeah, this is from the Nassau Sunshine Fund. This is a thank you letter to Glendora for the generous Nassau Sunshine Fund. Would like to express thanks for your generous contribution of $50. We appreciate your support. All funds will be used to serve the emergency financial needs of the citizens of the town and villages of Nassau. Sincerely, Rain Worthington, Treasurer, the Nassau Sunshine Fund.
Somebody anonymously started up this fund. Thank you, Greg. And we don't know who it is, but it's for people who can't pay the rent, people who can't make their car payments, people who don't have food. And the Sunshine Fund loans them the money, up to $500. They very rarely ever get it back.
And this is a confirmation for Glendora's public access show at Chadwick Glendora, which is going to be was approved to be a cable cast on Altice in public access. Cablevision in New Rochelle and Yorktown and the Peekskill and Ossining area.
Why don't they mention Yonkers?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. That's right. That comes from Sue Hayward. She's the one who sponsors that for us, and she lives in Peekskill. I get it, Greg. Oh, and Robert Jackson did tell me he got his for Yonkers today. Okay, that's good enough. What's this hymn there?
This is the let's see now. This is the Spirit of God descend upon my heart.
Thank you. Spirit of God descend upon our hearts. And this is what, Greg?
This is the American Vegan Society Garden Party. Update from May of this year. The speakers at the American Vegan Society Garden Party was Jonathan Balcom on What a Fish Knows.
Fish have sensitivity. Okay, we showed them a video, so that's covered. We showed you a video of that. Now this is Isaiah 11, Greg, verse 6 through here. Where's verse 6, baby? Is this verse 6?
Isaiah?
Yeah, right here. Right here, 6. Would you read the folks? Does that say 6?
There's
Isaiah 11, 6.
11, right here. So
okay,
here it is
from
right
here. Would you read from here to there, Greg? This is powerful. This I would love to have you read every day.
Let's see. Let's see. His delight is in the fear of the Lord.
No. Verse 6, honey.
Verse 6. The wolf.
Yes.
The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb. The leopard shall lie down with the young goat. The calf and the young lion and the fatling together. and a little child shall lead them. The cow and the bear shall graze, their young ones shall lie down together, and the lion shall eat straw like the ox. The nursing child shall play by the cobra's hole, and the weaned child shall put his hand in the viper's den. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, for the earth shall be full of the knowledge of the Lord as the waters cover the sea.
Don't you love it? Don't you want to read that every day? Greg, you read that quite well. That's Isaiah 11, verse 6.
And this is the hymn, Blessed Assurance, Jesus is mine.
Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine. Heir of salvation, purchase of God, born of the Spirit, lost in His love.
And this is the notice on animal testing. This is about the top 10 animal testing disasters here, it says.
Top 10 animal testing disasters. Go.
The experimental immune stimulant codenamed TGN 1412 nearly killed 6 people during human clinical trials in 2006 when it caused a catastrophic organ failure. The drug was shown safe based on tests in both primates and rodents. The monkeys were able to safely handle doses up to 500 times greater than those administered to humans. After it was tested on animals and deemed safe, Vioxx was approved by the FDA in 1999 for treating arthritis and acute pain. Almost immediately, clinical research began to show an increased risk of heart attack and stroke for those that took the drug. But its manufacturer, Merck, downplayed the human data because tests done on beagles and monkeys did not demonstrate cardiovascular risk. Vioxx was eventually recalled in 2004 after the evidence of its harmfulness became overwhelming. Experts estimated that it caused heart attacks and serious cardiovascular disease in an estimated 140,000 people.
I can't stand any more. Who put this out, Greg?
This is put out by the Beagle Freedom Project.
Bless their hearts. Testing on beagles, testing on cats, testing on primates. No, I'll have nothing to do with it. Oh, Greg, this is interesting. These were given to us by Joyce Bond.
And these are it's a list of, this is from the Beagle Freedom Project too. This is a list of all the companies that they test their products on animals to see their performance.
Avoid any purchase of these companies. Go.
Some of these companies are like 3M.
I would read them all.
3M, Arm & Hammer, Armor All, Aquafresh, Purina, Colgate, AccuView, Axe or Chapstick, Crest, Clorox, Drano.
I'll never buy these products again.
Glad, and Aveeno, Febreze, Dial, Gillette, Johnson & Johnson.
Really?
Which you would not know. Redken or Pantene Pro V, Tide, Windex, Woolite, and
Woolite?
P&G,
Procter and
Gamble, and Unilever.
Unilever,
Nivea or Maybelline and Right Guard. And Caress, Iams and all, and
Iams.
just surprised to see some of the names on this list, but they test their products on animals to see how they're going to work out, if they're safe or not. D&G, manufacturers of clothing, which I'd be surprised to see. Old Spice, Pine Sol, Rogaine.
Pine Sol?
Yeah, Pine Sol.
Oh, one of my favorites. No more Pine Sol.
And Chapstick, Mr. Clean, let's see, Vicks.
What mix, dear?
Vicks.
Oh, Vicks.
And Green Works, and Off, and Maybelline, and Right Guard.
Why did they mention them twice?
Let's see, Maybelline, Right Guard. Well, they didn't. I just read them twice.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a big list. It's a big list of. Head and Shoulders, Purina, and Aquafresh, just Rogaine, and Tresemme, Tommy Hilfiger, and like Woolite is on here, and Scope, like the mouthwash companies, and let's see, Old Spice.
Are we at the end?
Oh, Copper Tone is on here too. So then Bic pens. I don't know how they would.
Bic pens?
How they doing on animals? I don't know.
Me
I'm not
either.
sure what that is.
Animals don't write.
But learn more at bfp.org, which is the Beagle Freedom Project. You can learn more about that. So.
Glendora. Chat with Glendora on the front cover of Lucent, Alumni Magazine of American International College, Springfield, Massachusetts. How you doing, Greg?
Oh, very, very good.
Here are the products that are meat substitute. The Glendora Vegetarian Club is specializing in meat and potatoes to make you vegetarian much more easily. You can go on eating meat and potatoes, but just make sure it's vegan meat. And here are some of them. Hot dogs and bologna and chicken and turkey and salami and ham and wonder what that is. These are hot dogs and vegetarian roast. It's delicious. Steaklets, Swiss steaks, tender bits, and tender rounds. I just opened a can of tender rounds for .com tonight. It is a meatball and it's delicious.
Yeah, this is the new CEO at Our Piece of the Pie.
Our Piece of the Pie. They help children with educational problems. They don't get along in the school, and they rescue them and get them started on careers by giving them education that is specialized for them, right?
Yes, they do. This is in the Hartford area.
And who is the
Hartford,
CEO?
Connecticut.
Yes, it's in Hartford.
Yeah, her name is Enid Ray.
Enid Ray.
And from what I read about her, she's well qualified for the job that she has now.
Alrighty. Greg, do you remember where you left off? We're reading one page each time of this one. Do you remember where you left off? I think you read this page, didn't you?
Yeah, I think I did, yeah.
Okay, how about resuming there?
Let's see now. When we avoid the products of cruel farming practices, we are showing love and respect for creatures who trust us and want to befriend us. Those who consume the products of factory farms are sponsoring cruelty. What does this say about their faith? Can we profess faith that God is good if we believe that God approves of cruelty to animals? What animal agribusiness doesn't want you to know? Because compassionate people oppose cruelty to animals, the animal agribusiness industry has been doing its best to hide the truth from the public. Animal agribusiness and their friends in many state legislatures have passed ag-gag laws. These laws make it a crime to photograph or otherwise expose how God's animals are routinely abused on the factory farms.
They're ashamed, as they should be.
Yeah, what does the Bible say about meat? The Bible does not prohibit eating meat in all circumstances, but most Christians today have easy access to a wide variety of healthful plant foods. Indeed, the Bible depicts a plant-based diet as God's ideal. In Eden, all creatures lived peacefully, and God told humans to consume only plant foods. Genesis 1:29 to 31. Several prophecies, such as Isaiah 11, chapter 11, 6 to 9.
Didn't we just read that?
Yeah, Isaiah.
We just read that.
Foresee a return to this vegetarian world, where all creatures and a little child coexist peacefully. Accordingly, seeking this harmonious world, Jesus taught us to pray, "Thy will be done on earth as in heaven."
And also, give them this day their daily bread. Feed the birds and the animals.
For discussion of biblical passages related to meat eating, see allcreatures.org /replies.htm. Does God care for animals? Genesis relates that after God created animals, God blessed them and called them good. In Genesis, God made animals as Adam's helpers and companions. The Bible repeatedly describes God's concern for animals and forbids cruelty. Jesus said, "Blessed are the merciful,
For
yet
they shall receive mercy."
Yet no mercy is shown for nearly all farmed animals. Should not the golden rule treat others as you would like others to treat you? Guide how we treat animals.
This is very good. This is put out by the Christian Vegetarian Society. It tells you on the back.
Yes, it is, yeah.
And they're somewhere in Ohio, aren't they?
Yeah.
Thank you, Greg. Now, what's that? That's Philly Cam? Is that Philly Cam?
Yeah,
Dave?
this is a Philly Cam.
And this is Philly Cam too?
This is a Philly Cam too, the submission forms.
These are two pictures sent to me by my nephew Stephen Folsom in Randolph, Maine, just south of Augusta on the Kennebec River. And they're pictures of Glendora there. What does it say? The Three Musketeers? Or?
Oh, what he says, Terry, he writes that he found a vintage photo of Glendora doing her show, SS Glendora, which was on in the late 50s, I guess, right?
Yes, that's right. 1955 to 1962.
And many people today still remember growing up with Glendora on the television.
Are you one of them?
No, that kind of predates me a little bit.
How old were you when you started watching the show?
Well, I started, became aware of TV in like 1965 or 1966. But I started watching A Chat with Glendora. It was in the about 10, 11 years ago, I think.
2006?
Yeah, about that far back. And I gave Glendora a phone call, and she invited me up to come meet her, and we have a friendship which has been ongoing to this day. So.
Yes, it is, and it's a grand friendship. I really appreciate what you do for A Chat with Glendora, Gregory. And you saw what he did today in the museum. All right. And Philly Camp, do your public access duty. The public must have access to TV. And why can't you cablecast a chat with Glendora from a DVD disc the way 45 other TV stations do routinely and have for 46 years? Come to Philly Camp. This definition, could we go over it again? What's that say? Kindness of heart or sweetness of temper? This is the word,
Okay.
yeah, this is the word, what is it?
Oh, Americanism, it says here?
No, the one below that one.
Or amiable?
Amiable. Once in love with Amy. Sweetness of temper. And what else, honey? Can you figure that one out? Kind-heartedness.
Kind-heartedness.
Yeah, having those qualities that cause a person to be liked.
Yeah, charming, pleasing qualities. A person to be good-natured.
Complacence. Good-natured complacence.
Complacence.
Yeah. And what are these over here?
Oh, it says, what is this, add or something, I'm not sure what that is.
Can't read that.
Abbreviate or something, it says, I don't know, it says alleviate, accelerate,
No.
maybe accelerate.
No. Okay, sweetie. Can you read some
But
of these?
this is Glendora's words here. That you have
Yeah,
all
these are favorite
the
ones.
words and what definitions is that?
Yeah, some very favorite ones. English is a great language. Give it everything you have. Speak it right. Study the words. Study the meanings.
Okay.
Articulate.
All
There's
right.
an English word for every feeling that you have.
Okay. Here, this one starts off with, this is proud to be an American on here.
Are you proud to be an American? Because the last four letters are what?
I can. And laughs up sleeve.
Why do people laugh up their sleeve? That's where the funny bone is.
And there's onions and potatoes.
How did the farmer plant his potatoes so that he didn't have to water them? He planted the onions next to them so that the onions would make the potatoes ice water. This is the 10 Commandments in children's language.
All right. And it says, the ad newspaper for husband, it says here. And,
Okay, this is the
numerous
last
things,
one,
but-
Greg.
All right.
An old maid put an ad in the newspaper for her husband, and she got 100 replies. They all said the same thing. You can have mine.
Oh, yeah. So this is the 1 through 10 of, which one is there?
The 10
Which-
Commandments
the
in
10
children's language.
Yeah, number 1 is love God more than you love anything else. And number 2 is don't make anything in your life more important than God. And 3, always say God's name with love and respect. 4, honor the Lord by resting on the 7th day of the week. Love and respect your mom and dad. And never hurt anyone. Number 7, always be faithful to your husband or wife. Number 8, don't take anything that isn't yours. 9, always tell the truth. Number 10, be happy with what you have. Don't wish for other people's things.
Tell folks about the North American Vegetarian Club, would you please?
This is this is put up by the World to promote World Vegetarian Day, which is coming up in October 1st. Launching a Vegetarian Awareness Month is October. And to learn more, visit worldvegetarianday.org. And
If you will go without meat for 1 month, you will be put into the $1,000 drawing if you sign the pledge card. If you will go without meat for 1 week, you will have a chance of winning $500. If you will go without meat 1 day, you will have a chance to win the $250.
I see. That's a random drawing there.
Go to their website, World Vegetarian Day. The contest starts October 1st and ends October 31st.
So make a difference this October by learning more about the benefits of vegetarianism. And yeah, go to the website about that. And okay.
Well, Greg, tell me about, we finished here, and I want to thank you so much. Didn't we finish?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Tell me, you told me about this Sony camera?
Well, I'm a fan of making videos as much as Glendora, and over the years I've strived to get good equipment, and you can only be about as good as your equipment is, and I recently came in contact to find this little Sony camcorder here, which uses no tape and
No tape, Greg?
no tape, and there's no SD card in it at all.
No SD card?
But it from the smart minds at Sony, they came up with this a little camcorder, weighs about 2.5 pounds, and it records on a hard disk drive, and it can store.
It records on a hard disk drive.
And this camera alone, it can store up to it's a 60 gig. It can store up to 41 hours of video on it. Now that's not just video. It could be video and audio, which is that's a lot of storage. But
Now tell me, honey, what is the advantage of the hard drive over having a camera like this one that's doing this? What's the advantage of having that over an SD card?
the hard drive, the advantages, I think they're somewhat comparable, but the thing is, with this camera, it just seems so simple to operate, and it's a solid state. And the thing is that you charge it up and shoot video with it, in stereo sound, high definition video in color.
Well, mine will do all that, dear. I
And,
still want to know the advantage of no SD.
And also the thing is that the two cameras, they both have no moving parts. There's no tape to jam or no tape to malfunction and transport. And
No moving parts is about what I feel tonight.
but this
I don't want to
predates.
move any more of my parts.
Yeah, this predates the newer mini SD or SD cards of today. But
I
it all
still don't know.
stores it all in digital, and
What is the advantage of having a hard drive and a camera?
the advantage, I would. Well, at the time it was the thing to do, but nowadays the new memory chips have gotten so far advanced, which I used to manufacture memory and logic computer chips, and but nowadays the chips and the SD cards are so advanced that they can store much more video, and they're so powerful today that it's just it's amazing the technology that's developed over the years.
I still want to know the advantage of hard drive. What's the advantage of hard drive in a camcorder?
I think that I have a hard time telling you what the advantage of it is. To me,
Well,
it was just
I think it has something to do with you plug it directly into your computer.
Yeah, you plug it into your computer, and
You don't have to Winx it, right?
no, there's no. No, it's easily. I have the cables to plug it into the USB, little mini USB connector. I can easily burn a DVD or connect it to a computer, and it could just be uploaded from the camera right up to right onto your computer, or up to a website, or possibly YouTube.
Then does it go through a DVD recorder the way my camcorders do?
And these, I have yet to get to that point of have yet to experiment with it to that point.
I see,
so.
yeah.
But
Well-
to me, it's about the most advanced camera that I've gotten there.
Is it?
And unfortunately for me, I came into contact with it, and it was actually being discarded by somebody. and I rescued it from being thrown out in the trash.
From a
and,
dumpster?
Yeah, rescued it and from being in a landfill. And it's got a battery, and it turns on, and it charges up, and I have the cables. And
Really? Somebody threw that into a dumpster?
somebody actually threw it out, and amidst a bunch of a lot of other items. But me with my sharp eye, I noticed I could see a possibility of a usefulness for it, and it has a photo feature. I can take digital photos with it, or shoot the video. And it's just it's an amazing, to me it's an amazing piece of equipment from the minds of Sony.
I remember when they came out, Greg, they were retailing for about $350.
Yeah, $350. Yeah, they originally probably, I'm sure it did cost between $200 and $300, or possibly $400 for this camera. But it's got a beautiful lens made in Germany, and it can shoot a very clear picture, and it's maybe not as advanced as the smartest of the smartphones of today, but
Oh, you think the smartphones even have a better picture than that?
It could possibly. A lot of them, they're being advanced. The phones of today are being advanced so quickly that's possible. But it's easier to get a steady picture here with this, and you can zoom in and zoom out, other than picking up and trying to hold it with your iPhone or something like that.
May I handle it?
So sure you can. So yeah.
It's heavy. It's heavier than my camcorder.
But it's got a good handle, so you're not going to drop it like
it's
like
a lot
holding
heavier.
a tablet, like a tablet or something.
And it has a LED drawer. My, that is a good LED. Oh, Greg, that is a good one. And this records over here.
Yeah.
You press this.
The big red button right there. Press the red button there. It's recording
We're
right
taking
now.
a picture of you.
And I think it's great. I want to play around a lot with it. I'm going to use it for things.
Anything else you'd like to say before we leave?
Oh, that's about it.
Okay.
Just God be with everybody, and support public access, and watch for public access television shows, and lean towards the vegan way. That's what I would say.
And they shall neither hurt nor destroy on God's holy mountain, for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of God. Amen.
Amen.
Okay.
Okay, is that it?
With God we go.
New voice messages. You have 1 saved voice message. To listen to your messages, press 1. To send a message, press 2.
Yeah, press
to
1.
change your personal options, press 4. First voice message. Hi, Glendora, it's Sandy. I've had a look at the phone, and it looks like it's clear, and of any of Terry's contacts or photographs, so I can bring it over anytime. Give me a call back to let me know if you're there.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Delete, please.
End of message. To erase this message, press 7. To send a reply message, press...
Okay.
Message erased. Next message. Hi, Glendora, this is Sandy again. I'm trying to return your phone to you. I sure hope you're not at Walmart buying another one.
Okay.
So, give me a call back.
She made it just in time, too,
But you're not here.
because we were.
And also, you need to take the earthquake joke off your answering machine. It's not a good time for that joke.
Oh, the
There's
earthquake
been several
joke.
earthquakes.
What was wrong?
This week. So, okay, talk to you soon.
What did she say, honey? What's wrong with my answering
Oh, she
machine?
said to take
Message
the
erased.
Take the earthquake joke off your answer machine.
Glendora Soul, acolades. Unfortunately not been able to get back to you, but I am giving you a call now.
Bob
I'm
Cole.
actually sitting here with one of your former classmates, Gary Brown, and we've been reminiscing about you. So I don't know if you remember him or not, but he certainly remembers you.
Gary
You
Brown.
obviously made a lasting impression on him. So he's sitting here, and we were hoping to perhaps get you on the phone at the same time. So we'll have to do that a different time. I hope you're well, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Would you press 0?
End of message. To erase this message,
Press
press
0.
to
Now
replay
press.
this message, press 4.
That's I want to hear it again.
Information about this.
Let me hear it
I
again.
know it's Bob Cole at ASC. I've unfortunately not been able to get back to you, but I am giving you a call now. I'm actually sitting here with one of your former classmates, Gary Brown, and we've just been reminiscing about you. So I don't know if you remember him or not, but he certainly remembers you. So you obviously made a lasting impression on him. So he's sitting here, and we were hoping to perhaps get you on the phone at the same time. So we'll have to do that a different time. I hope you're well, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Does he say who the classmate is?
End of message. To erase this message, press 7. To send
Do
a
not
reply
erase it.
message, press 8.
Press 9.
To save it, press 9.
Okay.
Message saved. Next message. Hey Glendora, it's Mary Lawrence calling you Friday afternoon. Sorry I haven't gotten back to you. It's been a busy few weeks. I can't believe the semester. I teach English part-time and the semester is flying by. I'm teaching 2 classes and one is a new one, so I've been
Wow.
involved pretty much every week preparing the class outline and making sure that I have everything on top of the game so I can teach well. And then by Friday, I'm just like trying to catch up. So this is my chance to make phone calls and get back to you. So I'll be on the lookout for your package of new DVDs, and when I get the other one back, I'll return the previous one as well when I drop it off. I'm thinking I'll probably go next week to drop it off then. And hopefully they can do that. I know when I had given her the DVD before, she said that I have to drop it off each time. They can't have a stockpile of a few. So I'll probably do that. But if you send them all at once, I can kind of rotate when I bring them. And I think that is what I wanted to answer as far as like the public access TV here. It's good that you're speaking with Freya, and I hope you're doing well. So thank you for sending that off, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Press 9, honey.
End of message.
Thank you.
Message
It's
saved.
Mary Lawrence.
End of new
Yeah.
messages.
Is there one more?
First saved voice message.
There's one more.
Hello, Glendora. It's Billy Adrian. I'm so glad to hear your voice, and I'm attempting to get back in touch with you. I'm sorry I have not been able to do so earlier. I had to be out of town for a couple of weeks. I'm still catching up. I am making progress on all of the things that you mentioned. That's it for now. I'm looking forward to speaking with you. I hope all is well. And thank you for all the wonderful things that you've contributed, as always.
Yeah, Billy Adrian.
Recently and in the past, too. That's it for now, Glendora. I'll try again. I hope again to speak with you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.
9. Press 9, please. Close it.
Message saved.
We're done.
End of messages.
We're
To
done.
listen to your messages, press 1.
Billy
To send a
Adrian.
message, press 2. To change your personal options, press 4.
So hit
To
star.
disconnect, press star. Thank you and goodbye.
There you go. Yeah, I know how to do that. So okay.
He is the program
Billy Adrian.
PC Public Access Manager for Charter Communications.
Oh, really? Is he? Oh, really?
And he's stationed in Worcester.
Oh, Worcester.
Thank you, dear, very much. Good morning, my dear friends. On the 3rd day of the autumnal equinox. And I really feel the fullness of God. Thanks to others. Thanks to you. Thanks.
The house is all tidy, the house is all clean. What a job Gregory, man, did. And Glendora, and the little black kitten. What a job we did cleaning the happy house. 3. I said, Gregory, if you go shake the rugs, there's 1, 2, about 6, what do you call them, scatter rugs? Except they're a little more substantial, so they won't cause any tripping. Thank you, back brace. Thank you, molar. If you will shake the rugs, Gregory, I will sweep the inner sanctum, the office, the kitchen, and the hallway, the inside hallway. That was a deal. And I said, I will wash them. It's all tile floor, which I like. I don't like wall to wall. You can't get it clean. So he did that. And then he did the 3 rugs in the hat room with a vacuum cleaner. Wonderful vacuum cleaner. And then I washed all the floors. And then I swept all of the floors in the TV studio and moved the bed, and there was bad dirt under the bed. Got that out and washed the floor under the bed. And then he was through shaking the rugs and knocking the dust out of them. And I said, if you will wash this floor, I will clean the bathroom. That's always a lot of fun, to make the bathroom nice and clean. And he did that. And it looked so good. And a place for everything, and everything in its place. Is that the doggy next door? Is he all right? .com is having tender bits, which is a pork substitute and delicious. I like to put them in they come in their own gravy. Well, it's really a liquid that keeps them wet. And then you put them into the breadcrumbs and you deep fry them. Why is deep fry bad for you? Everybody says, oh, fried foods are bad for you. Why is that? And the little black kitten was out there playing, and she's irresistible. Oh, what a creation. She's only been in the world 10 weeks, and look at all she knows. She knows how to do so many things. She stayed with us all the time. What a joy. Nutritional yeast. I have to get up and get your table.com so you don't have to stoop over. She's not going to wait. She's ready to eat it. We can't get the Epson to print, even black and white. We can't get it to print because it wants a yellow cartridge. And we have other cartridges, but we don't have the yellow one. And our Amazon big box, $215, has not come yet. Amazon said they expected I'd get it yesterday, Friday. But I think that's kind of slow. Do you? We ordered it on Thursday of last week. Here, honey, up here on your table. She doesn't have any scabs. The scab did the work and then it went away. So we had to forego printing the piggy plea. The little piggies who say, why am I born into cruelty and filth and urine and feces? Why? Why am I born into it? Why don't I have a nice clean place to live? Why don't I have a stream to wash in? Why am I always fenced in? Why can't I just roam and eat grass? What did I do? What did I do to these people that they treat me so badly? And then, why do I have to live a life of misery? And then get in that truck, and they put an electric prod in my rectum. And I'm in pain, and I'm frenetic. And then they put me in a slaughterhouse and slam the door. And agonize me and murder me in the worst way. And then chop me all up with all that dirt that I've lived in. And eat me. Why did they do that? What did I do wrong? What did I do to them? Why did they take my families away from me? So the piggy plea can't be printed. And then we did the in-mail. In-mail is all up to date. We sent $5 to somebody new, some new animal place. Our electric bill check came back because they didn't like the way I addressed the envelope. Anyway, the in-mail is all up to date. Up until the afternoon in-mail, we didn't get a chance to do that. So that's when we started cleaning the house. And there were people here from Valley Oil. I showed you their trucks. And Gregory said that they were making sure that the radon that comes out of the ground and goes into basements of houses has an outlet. And they put a big pipe out into the air. Well, this is the 4th time that this place has been tested for radon, the lethal gas. The 4th time. An inspector did it when they were trying to sell this place, and Mace did it, and now it's the 3rd time. Thank you for helping me feel the fullness of God. I'd like to go back to that Bible passage of the week, which is Paul's epistle to the people who lived in Ephesus, the Ephesians. And it's the 3rd verse. We put them into verses. And it's, it's the 3rd chapter, and it's the verse 18, 19, where he says, "Know the length, the breadth, the width, the depth, the height of Christ's love for you." Translated into the way we look at things, Christ is helping others. Know the depth of that. Know its width. Know its height. It is phenomenal. It is exhilarating. It is happifying to know it and live it and see it and be it. Know it. And then Paul goes on to say, to know the fullness of God. And we certainly knew that yesterday. We knew the fullness of God. We saw others helping others. We saw that most beautiful apartment, how it has been reconstructed at 47A. I'm glad we got to show you that video. And this apartment over here at 51 B, I said goodbye to Tom, the carpenter and the workman. He's been with me since July 31st, a month and a half. And I hope he doesn't know the truth yet. He doesn't know that life is what you give, not what you get. But we hope that he will learn that soon. And he will give up his beer. His kicks are in beer. That's not where your kicks are. Your kicks are in going around doing things for the universe and moving it forward. Rosh, hoshana. I'm going to ask my friend Maxine if she will come before you on the camera and if she will explain Rosh, hoshana, the Jewish New Year, and when they supposed to do good all year around and get their name written in God's book. Well, that's a little anthropomorphism that really doesn't fit. Anthropomorphism is when humans try to make everybody else a human. When I try to make this cat a human, I look at her as a human being and not as a feline. Did that wake you up? Okay, you want seconds? Yes, you do. Your dish is empty. I was pretty exhausted after cleaning this house so thoroughly. This is the best cleaning it's ever got. Austin's always been excellent, but I think Gregory made it perfect. So we climbed into Gregory's truck and we went to the post office to get our Amazon package, and it wasn't there. And we sent that money to that new animal charity. What is the name of that? And another animal charity. The postage was $1.19. Do you know, folks, that for a 9x12 envelope, there's automatically going to be 98 cents. That's the least you can send a 9x12. See, it's that much more than a usual business envelope, a number 10 envelope they call it. Yep, it's the least it can be is 98 cents. And then if it's over an ounce, I guess, yeah, if it's over an ounce, it's another 21 cents. Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine, heir of salvation, purchase of God, born of the Spirit, washed in His blood. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising our Savior all the day long. It's old-fashioned language, but if you look deeply in it, it's the truth that you and I have been sharing. Blessed assurance. We have it. We have the assurance that if we live for others, everything's perfect. It's perfect happiness. And in living for others, we keep the universe going and growing. Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Jesus is helping others. And that's yours. What a foretaste of glory divine. I don't know about that. A foretaste, but I know it's a present taste of glory divine. You can't get any better. I know that. I have personal knowledge of that. And I think you do too. If you would stop and just remind yourself. If you would just stop and remind yourself. Oh, what a foretaste face of glory divine. The second verse keeps coming to my mind. Blessed assurance, all is at rest. I and my Savior are happy and blessed. You and helping others are happy and blessed. Watching and waiting, looking above, full of His goodness, lost in His love. Pretty obvious, isn't it? Lost in helping others. Full of goodness, full of happiness. The fullness of God, that comes back to us from the Ephesians 3:19. That comes back to us, the fullness of God. And it's all yours. And we share it together on A Chat with Glendora. Then we went to Ace Hardware, the master ripoff. Their prices must be at least twice what they should be. But it is a beautiful store, and I showed it to you. And we bought the paint. And I decided on orange. Was that a right decision? Or that's what orange came to me. I don't know whether I decided or not, but that was what came to me. All those colors. The electromagnetic spectrum. The part of the electromagnetic spectrum that we live and understand and know. Just a change in a frequency, the change in a wavelength, and you have a different color. And they're all so beautiful. And add to that the heat waves and the radio waves and the TV waves. And the ultraviolet waves and the beta rays. Beta rays and gamma. No, not beta rays. Gamma rays. Yeah. Infrared. It's all so beautiful. And somehow or other, it's the essence of God. How you understand God. Understand the universe. But we feel it. The physicists are trying to understand nature, God. But it doesn't matter. We can feel it. We know it. We know where it is. And then a bad thing, I'm ashamed of this. I didn't have time to do the saintly eating, which is hot cereal, which is an apple, a celery, raisins, a tomato, a fresh 2, 3, 4 fresh vegetables, the glory that comes out of the soil, the nut fruit shake, banana, pineapple, oats, and let's see, pineapple, banana. And no time for a full dinner, meat and potatoes, vegetarian meat, a nice potato, Brussels sprouts, no time for that, and gravy. So I succumbed to bad food, and it cost something like $12. But it was fun, and Gregory had a good time. Then we went to the museum, and you saw that. And Gregory painted the first column. He painted it, that's this color, and it looks so nice. And of that $14 quart of paint, $14 for this much paint, he only used a tiny, tiny bit you could hardly see. And he was happy doing it. He was so happy doing it. Then we saw our friend and her dog. We showed that to you. exhausted again, already exhausted from cleaning the house and exhausted from that. We came home without a yellow cartridge, so we couldn't do the piggy plea. And Gregory wanted to do something else. He wanted to dress up in his black suit and his white shirt and his black tie, and he wanted to go on television and talk to you. Well, he got that. We shared with you, pass it on. That's an amazing, the products that I thought were pure and safe and kind that they test on animals. One of my favorite was Johnson's baby powder. No more Johnson & Johnson. No more Johnson & Johnson. You'reDoingWell.com. This is the second one. You had vegetarian meatballs last night. Her bowel movements are perfect. So healthy. It's so important. The alimentary canal. The food carrying tube from the mouth to the anus. So important. And your urinary system too. 5 glasses of water a day, and excuse me. 5 swallows. This is the third one for today. So we enjoyed that under the tree, and we knew that you enjoyed it, and it made us all one and together. And then Gregory came in and started putting new emails into the Hewlett-Packard to send out the glories of a chat with Glendora, the glories of public access TV, and a chat with Glendora with its 11,670 shows, and with its 46 years, and with its 67 TV stations, Boston to San Diego. Those glories all go to hundreds of people. The manufacturers, the cable TV companies, Comcast, Time Warner, Charter, Cablevision, the people in the TV studios, the municipalities that made public access TV a law. The public must have access to TV. Congress for doing the same, and the states, New York State, Connecticut, Massachusetts for making public access TV a law. If they don't do it, they will go to court to enforce the law. Well, sending that out to these new emails, and I think we must have done 10. And folks, tell me how. What do you do to the Hewlett-Packard so that all of your emails together, and you want to send out an email, and you just press one button and it goes to all of the people on your email list? How do you do that? I'll ask Sue Casey. I'll ask Pat Nichols. I'll ask Sandy McLean. I think that by next week, Gregory will have that figured out. We gave Gregory a ZTE. This is an LG Android. Stylus, too. It was a stylus, which I lost the first week. And it's a great phone, but I feel, folks, that I'm getting only 1/10 of its great abilities. And I thought that if I got Gregory one of these phones, that he would play with it and he would find hundreds of things beyond where we are now that this phone will do. So we got a little step better than the LG Android. It's called a ZTE. And it looks just like this. It's not a stylus. And it's much heavier. And so we gave that to Gregory. Sandy gave it back to me. I bought it. I bought it to give to Madeline Chapin because she dropped her phone and broke the glass. But then Madeline went on. I went and bought that ZTE for $200. I didn't want it, but I wanted her to have a phone immediately. So I bought it for her at Hudson Walmart. But within an hour, she was off and bought another phone. And I was left with a ZTE. Well, I wanted Sandy's mother to be able to do voice dial. And be able to say, and be able to say to Google, hold it a second, let me turn it on. Sorry, I'm pushing buttons. This is to Google. Who is Glendora?
According to Wikipedia, Glendora is a cable TV producer and judicial activist from New York. Her birth name was Glendora Vesta Folsom. She is
Excuse me, I'll have to do it over again.
Glendora, which has cablecast over 10,000 shows since 1972 on the public access television channels
I'll have to do it over again,
systems
folks.
all over the United States.
Let's clear the screen. Go to Google. Who is Glendora?
According to Wikipedia, Glendora is a cable TV producer and judicial activist from New York. Her birth name was Glendora Vesta Folsom. She is the host of A Chat with Glendora, which has cablecast over 10,000 shows since 1972 on the public access television channels of cable systems all over the United States.
Okay, I'll try it again sometime. When I can get the audio to be better for you. Blessed assurance, Jesus is yours. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine, heir of salvation, purchase of God, born of the Spirit, washed in His blood. It's so true. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. She will come and ask me not to sing. She will come up to me and put her face into my face and she'll say, meow, don't sing. So it's late at night, it's 7:30, I go to bed at 8, I'm past the bedtime, it's 8:30, it's 9 o'clock, we're putting these emails in about the glories of A Chat with Glendora and how it belongs to all of us.
Hi, Glennie. This is Scott, just returning your call. I just saw your number pop up on my phone.
Scott again.
You want to call tonight or call tomorrow?
Scott Folsom.
In the morning. That'll be just fine.
North Vassalboro, Maine.
Okay. So, you know, I guess it's good talking. Okay. We'll see you. Bye.
Okay, Scott, we'll try again.
End of message. To erase this message, press 7. To send a reply message, press 8. To save it, press... To listen to your messages, press 1. To send a message, press 2. To change your personal... First voice message.
Yes, I'm Glennie.
Scott again.
Just, returning your call.
If I could see the numbers, I could erase it.
To listen to your... You have pressed an incorrect key. To listen... You have pressed an incorrect key. To listen to your messages... Unfortunately, the system cannot process your entries. Please try again later. Goodbye.
That looked like a 7 to me. Okay, start over again.
Your voice. I'm attempting to get back in touch with you. I'm sorry I have not been able to do so earlier. I had to be out of town for a couple of weeks. I'm still catching up. I am making progress on all of the things that you mentioned. That's it for now. I'm looking forward to speaking with you. I hope all is well. thank you for all the wonderful things that you've contributed, as always, and recently and in the past, too. That's it for now, Glendora. I'll try again. I hope again to speak with you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.
You are currently listening to a message. To skip to the next message, press pound. To get envelope information about this message, press 5. To erase the message saved. End of message. To erase this message, press 7. To send a reply message, press 8. To save it, press 9. To hear more options, press 0. Message saved. Next message.
Hey Glendora, it's Mary Lawrence, calling you Friday afternoon. Sorry I haven't gotten back to you. It's been a busy few weeks. I can't believe the semester. I teach English part-time, and it's flying by. I'm teaching 2 classes, and one is a new one, so I've been involved pretty much every week preparing the class outline and making sure that I have everything on top of the game so I can teach well. And then by Friday,
This is Mary Lawrence.
To catch up. So this is my chance to make phone calls and get back to you.
Vegan chef.
So I'll be on the lookout for
Weathersfield, Connecticut.
of new DVDs, and when I get the other one back, return the previous one as well when I drop it off.
Manchester, Connecticut.
I'll probably go next week to drop it off. And
All systems are somewhere near goal.
When I had given her the DVD before, she said that I have to drop it off each time. They can't have a stockpile of a few. So I'll probably do that then. But if you send them all at once, I can kind of rotate when I bring them. And I think that's what I wanted to answer as far as like the public access TV here. It's good that you're speaking with Freya, and I hope you're doing well. So thank you for sending that off, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Thank you, Mary Lawrence.
End of message. To erase this message, press 7. To send a reply message, press 8. To save it, press 9. To hear more options, press 0. Have pressed an incorrect key. To erase, message erased. End of messages. To listen to your messages.
Folks, do you see that? What do you see? You see blue and no goo. And this is true all over the sky. Blue and no goo. Hooray! Blue and no goo.
To send a reply message,
And of course the screen
save it, press 9.
would change
To
when
hear
you
more
didn't want it
options,
to
press
change.
0.
You don't want it to change. You want to erase it. And you can't find 7.
To erase this message, press message erased. Next message.
Glendora's Bob Cole at ASC. I've unfortunately not been able to get back to you, but I am giving you a call now. I'm actually sitting here with one of your former classmates, Gary Brown, and we've just been reminiscing about you. So I don't know if you remember him or not, but he certainly remembers you. So you obviously made a lasting impression on him. So he's sitting here, and we were hoping to perhaps get you on the phone at the same time. So.
Wrong button. Can't see.
Please enter your password, then press pound. You have 1 saved voice message. To listen to your messages, press 1. You have pressed an incorrect key. To listen to your messages, personal option. To turn message waiting indicator on or off, press 1. To change administrative option.
So fed up with you, telephone. I am just so fed up with you.
Please enter your password, then press pound.
I am just so fed up with you.
You have 1 saved voice message. To listen to your messages, press 1. Personal option. To turn message waiting indicator on or off,
I am so fed up with you, telephone. I am just so fed up with you. Why can't you make the dial pad visible?
How many
Please enter your
times do we have to
password.
do this?
You have one saved voice message. To listen to your first saved voice message.
Glendora Soul giving you a call now. I'm out. And we've just been reminiscing about you. So I don't know if you remember him or not, but he certainly remembers you. But you obviously made a lasting impression on him. So he's sitting here, and we were hoping to perhaps get you on
Jerry
the phone
Brown.
at the same time. So we'll have to do that a different time.
Bob
So
Cole.
farewell, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
American International College, Springfield.